Does anyone here teach special ed?
No.
No? Okay. Just the one dude that's in it. All right. Okay. Thought I recognized you. Is there anyone here that's a regular teacher? Oh, over there? What do you have against kids with disabilities?
Phil Hanley is on the Adam Carolla Show.
Spellbound, the name of the book, and the tour as well. All right, Mayhem's got some news.
Yeah, first up, Donald Trump considering a pardon for Diddy after a judge rules on the bail. Yeah.
I think this is fake news. I don't think he's going to.
Well, yeah, this is from TMZ. It says Donald Trump is more than open to pardoning Diddy, but he wants to see what Judge Arum Suburmanium does with Diddy's latest bail petition. We're told that if Diddy is granted bail, Trump will not make a decision on a pardon until Diddy is sentenced.
I'm changing my view on this because I now realize Trump is just trolling the outside world, and
it works every time.
And it works every time, and I think he sits around because I'm convinced, just like I'm convinced that guy was a paid actor.
Yeah,
I'm convinced that Gavin Newsom, our governor, wakes up every day and goes, "What would piss Adam Carolla off the most?" And then he goes, "Let's do that. This is going to be awesome." And I think the antithesis of that is Trump going, what would piss off Gavin Newsom the most? Let's do that. And I think in the world of trolling, I kind of believe it. Like now I'm thinking maybe he would, just because everyone would go insane.
I think it's like this tsunami, the news story. Everyone will talk. I'm sure everyone's talking about this.
I don't think it's real. I don't think he's going to do it. I don't think it's ever going to happen. But you never know.
Well, other sources say that Diddy's case resonated with Trump because the president believes Diddy, like him, was unfairly targeted by the feds. They note Trump's Department of Justice recently fired Maureen Comey, the lead prosecutor in the Diddy case, and daughter former FBI head Trump nemesis James Comey. So he got like a lot of personal effect in this case. That's why they're saying this.
I was talking to Mark Garagos about this the other day because his daughter was P. Diddy's lawyer.
Oh, wow.
It's so funny because Garagos was usually one of the most hated guys around because he would defend all these guys, Michael Jackson and, oh God, what's his name?
Scott Peterson
and all these guys, he'd just literally just go, he was like a Nazi Nuremberg war trial attorney who, he has to defend. Has to defend
Your Honor.
Your Honor, my client would never exterminate a Jew. He's a family man. So everyone hates Garagos, but now his daughter has taken over.
Wow, I had no idea.
Tenny. Tenny, I went to her wedding. She's a delight, by the way. She's
Their
one of the
bond
nicest.
Must be so strong because not many people could relate to what that is as a gig to defend these people and to see how it comes across in the public eye.
Yeah, I agree, and it's an interesting wiring because most people are so worried. They treat life like a popularity contest. They're so worried about what people think of them. And when you take one of these cases, it's just you turn into a fucking pariah.
Till death.
Yeah. I felt bad because I was at her wedding. Who was in Mark's backyard. He has a big. That's a rich man, poor man thing. Backyard wedding. My sister got married in my grandma's backyard, but that's because we're poor.
Yeah.
And Tenny got married in Mark's backyard because they're rich.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's not a middle of the road kind of problem. It's a poor thing and a fucking rich thing. The rich version is better, And they were. I remember clear. Mark was like, "You got to get to the wedding," and I go, "Well, I'm out of town." And I was in Alaska. Well, I said, what time you land? Well, I landed at 2. Oh, the wedding doesn't start till 4. You can make it. And I got back from Alaska, and I went straight to the wedding. And I saw Mark's wife, who's a delight. And I said, what do what's for dinner? Like, what are we doing for food? And she goes, we're doing salmon. And I went, oh, great. I just ate 7 pounds of salmon in Alaska. I was kind of making a joke.
Yeah.
Bummed her out.
Oh, no.
Because she cares. Because she's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found out later.
Oh, that's too bad.
Ruined the wedding.
Well, they got a divorce. Yeah, that's a bummer when you take a swing like that. You move on with your life, and then you find out, I ruined that lady's special day.
People have no idea how much shit I'm kind of kidding about that they take super seriously.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, why? If I see a joke, I'm going for the joke.
I have to explain to people all the time, going for the joke, man.
Yeah.
And I go, well, it kind of hurt her feelings, And I go, I'm doing? I delivering him the straight kind of deadpan-y thing.
Yeah, so do I.
And it causes damage.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah.
Sort of making things a little entertaining.
I've had to tell people, like, I'm a comedian. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going for this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because you just get in the habit of you're writing or you're doing tons of shows. Or also, it's also just good to test your gauge on humor in real life. I do that all the time. And you see, sometimes you get a huge pop at like a fucking wherever you are.
Yeah. You know what happens to me? Actually, and it's part of the trouble if you want to know the process, but you should say how your process works. I realize I talk and I'll say X and I'll say Y and I'll say Z, and then all of a sudden I'm just talking, but the punchline pops into my head.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even doing a setup, but I got a punch. I was doing someone's radio show the other day and they were talking about trades, building trades. And I said, well, they go, we're talking about different groups who did different things in the trades. And I said, well, it's not just one group. Like Mexicans do all the stucco, they do all the masonry, they do the concrete stuff, they do that stuff. And then white guys, they'll do finish work, cabinetry, baseboard, casing, like hang doors. The Middle Eastern guys will do the stonework and the tile and stuff like that. And I was just sort of explaining it.
Yeah.
And then at some point I go, and then the black guys, well, they come in and they steal everything. and the guy was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I just making a joke. But I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
But I wasn't planning on saying it. I was just going down the line. And then it's something sort of, what would be called, something popped in my head.
Well, there's
and
also
a lot of, even
rhythm.
if it'll torpedo, even if it'll get me in trouble, I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm spitting it out.
Well, and there's also that thing in your head when you think of the punchline. It's like the window is like that. You got to get it out, or
yes, the window's painted shut.
You got it.
The Mexican may have painted the window shut because they do some painting.
You got to get it out. Yeah.
All right. What else you got there, man?
Oh man! Next up, we got UCLA to pay $6 million to settle discrimination complaints, including campus Jew exclusion zone. That's right. The University of California, Los Angeles, paid more $6 million to settle this discrimination complaints brought by Jewish faculty and students against the school in 2024, which included letting anti-Semitic protesters build a Jew exclusion zone and block them from campus. That was apparently
it's called the NBA. They already have one of those, don't they?
Yeah, I believe so.
No, it's a weird. It's such a lunatics taking over the asylum thing. Like people are like, we're going to do this. And then the faculty's like, yeah, we don't want to agitate these. It's like, sorry, zookeeper, you got to agitate. Your people. I mean, this has been going on for a while. Let's see.
I can't believe that's real.
Yeah, I know. It was like a strange thing that happened during the protests. That they just put up this. They kind of made a fortress, sort of.
I'm looking at Dawson.
Yeah.
Who was it at Evergreen? Was it Brett Weinstein? I interviewed Brett Weinstein. You look it up, Dawson. I mean, it's got to be 10 years old. This guy was a professor at Evergreen, like a real progressive college.
Was that in Olympia?
Yeah, somewhere. I think it may be in Washington. Yeah, somewhere in that area. And it's a real progressive one. He's Jewish and progressive and blah, blah, blah. And they did a day, because it was a progressive college, they would do a day without a black student or something like that, where the black student wouldn't show up. There's probably one of them there, but it was like no black student. And that's how it was. And every year they do like Day Without a Black Student, and none of the black students would show up. And I don't know what the fuck they have to do that for, but they have to do it. And then at some point, this is what all these people do. Once you go, yeah, fine, gay marriage, yeah, get married. They're like, we don't care. They go, well, we're not pissing these people off. We need to up the ante. So they said it's no longer just a day without a black student. It's a day without everyone. No faculty, no nothing. Everyone stays home. And Brett Weinstein goes, well, I teach here, so I'm coming in and I'm teaching. And they're like, no, you're not. And these are the students. And he's like, I'm going to show up and I'm going to teach my class for the kids that want to be in the class who paid to come to this college. And he showed up. And next thing you know, angry mob. And next thing you know, faculty, like, we're not calling the cops because we don't want to agitate the mob. And the next thing you know, he's fucking running for his life. And they're like, the faculty's like, saying to him, they're going, you got to protect yourself because I don't think we can't protect you, kind of thing. And it was like, let's get him. And it's like, hey, douchebags, you guys run a fucking college. Now get your shit together, would you? And I don't know why you're scared of the 19-year-old pro-Hamas lesbian, but get the fuck over it and do your fucking job. And I'm glad everyone's getting sued because they're now forced to do their fucking job.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is. And we let the lunatics take over. I mean, what was that? And was that 10 years ago?
That was 2017.
All right. 8 years ago.
And yeah, they wanted the white people to stay off campus. And he said no. He wrote a letter to the board on the campus that said, there's a huge difference between a group or coalition deciding to voluntarily absent themselves from a shared space to highlight their vital and underappreciated roles, and a group encouraging another group to go away. The first is a forceful call to consciousness, which is, of course, crippling to the logic of oppression. The second is a show of force and an act of oppression in and of itself. He ended up suing the school.
Good.
For $3.8 million in damages and received $250,000, $250,000.
All right.
This is similar.
But it prevents. I don't like the lawfare. I don't like the lawsuits. I'm not litigious. But if it prevents people from doing shitty things or institutions from doing shitty things, then by all means sue them so they stop doing it. So I'm saying, like, if you go, I'm going to fire this guy because he didn't get vaccinated, or I'm going to fire this guy because I read a tweet that he wrote over the weekend that I didn't like, then I do want you sued for wrongful termination so you don't fire the next guy, is basically what I'm saying. All right, so that's good.
Yeah,
$6 million.
6.1, 3 million, mostly to the plaintiffs.
It's a weird thing to constantly say we have nothing against the Jews and then constantly be out chanting from the river to the sea and having no Jew zones and stuff like that. It's kind of a weird thing. Like if you just replace them with Irish, you'd go, we got nothing against the Irish. We just want their land taken out and we don't want any of the filthy Irishmen on this campus. Then I'd go, well, maybe there is an issue that you possibly have with our Irish brethren, but okay. All right.
From the river to the sea.
And my Lucky Charms.
All right. Tom Brady appears to rib Gisele with the parenting comment. Yeah. Tom Brady.
Ribbed her.
Yeah, gave his thoughts on Tuesday on how to be a great father.
I thought you said rimmed originally, and I was really into this story, but now I'm only so interested. Those fucking two.
Yeah, this is another TMZ special.
Those two are so beautiful. They're so handsome. Right?
Beautiful couple.
They're beautiful, right? They're no longer a couple, but they're so both physically striking, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be rough to be their kid because it's a little disappointing. You know what I mean? It's a little. We took chocolate, we took peanut butter, and we put it together, but we didn't get a Reese's peanut butter cup out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got a Mike and Ike out of it.
I don't know. I haven't seen the kids, but
they're okay, but they're not what.
It's just
You know what
the
I mean?
peanut shells
You got
and the carob.
Yeah. You got dark chocolate and some shell in there.
I haven't seen them, but I know my girlfriend has a theory that like two really good looking people often don't have good looking kids, and she's saying that to my face, and it hurts. I think it really hurts me because
Well, we got to see your parents, number one, because we can go way back. Well, first off, you basically have a 10 with a 10, and so there's nowhere to go but down.
you know what I mean. 20.
And then sometimes you get a real conundrum. You get like Christy Brinkley and Billy Joel. You know what I mean? And the kid's got a lot of Christy Brinkley, but you'll see the Billy Joel part too. You know?
I don't know the kids, but that's because sometimes you see an unattractive couple and they just put together this miracle. I have seen that.
Yeah, my parents are both unattractive, or were both unattractive, and my sister and myself, when we were in a height of our powers, were probably attractive people. So my parents were able to cobble together something. I don't know, but if you got Tom and Gisele, every time that kid comes in and goes, "Hey, my dad's Tom Brady, my mom's Gisele Bündchen," you're going to get a okay.
So what's the ultimate mix then? Like 2 7s? Is that the math? 2 5s. You get a 10.
I think there's some pixie dust that can't really be, explained and put on paper. I know it's not just the 2 best looking people in the world are going to have the best looking kid. There's a little something. It's part of what makes us human, right?
Yeah.
It's part of the interesting part. Some gene from 5 generations ago. There's something. There's something there. And look, his kids are fine looking. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them at all. And I'm sure they'll do okay. But there's a little...
Well, because those two are almost like perfect specimens.
Standing in the shadows of those goddesses and God,
Well, it's like we were talking about Don Swayze and Patrick Swayze.
Mm-hmm.
Don Swayze is like Dr. Frankenstein's first attempt at Patrick Swayze.
Looks like a pervert.
Don.
You're from Canada. Don Swayze.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Dom Swayze. I knew Dom DeLuise though earlier when you referenced him. Yeah.
Well, there's a Don. That's a Don and a Dom. But
I'm also Canadian and dyslexic, so yeah.
DeLuise?
No, I didn't know the difference between the Dom and the Don.
Oh, the Dom and the Don. Spelled DeLuise.
Yeah.
Write this sentence down.
Louise.
Dom DeLuise was swept away in a tsunami with a swift ocean current.
Yeah, I would bebop and scat my way through those words 100%.
I'm the guy who, look at these two. I'm the guy who was laughed out of the 6th grade because at some point the teacher said to me, "Adam, go up to the chalkboard and put the boys and girls PE schedule up." It's like, "You want me to do it?" yeah, take the chalk and go up there.
Oh, man.
I was like, well, what are we doing? First off, I'm left-handed, so when I draw on a chalkboard, my hand just erases
Oh, yeah.
what I just wrote. It smears it out.
Yeah,
I wish I'd done a better smear job this time. I spelt girls GURLS, and everyone started laughing at me.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You're ahead of your time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I said, you know what? One day you're not going to be laughing so hard when I'm digging ditches on a construction site.
But those experiences, don't you think that's what made you a comedian?
Not exactly in that I was always funny, so I was like, "Oh, I'm funny."
Yeah, but don't you think you were funny? Because, like, for me, I was so not able to participate in school, not able to read. I would fake read and then nod my head like, oh God, this author really.
I would fake
gets
read
me.
too, yeah.
And then fake know the answers. So then at recess, I would just be on.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely an element. Definitely an element of that. There's definitely an element of that. But more practically, I could have maybe been a lawyer, but I couldn't have been a lawyer because I couldn't read anything, So a lot of good jobs were eliminated for me.
Oh, if you can't write an application,
Right,
you're gonna
I couldn't fill
struggle.
out an application.
Yeah.
So all that was left was construction and comedy. So basically, the two things you don't need to know how to write.
So, I mean, I started comedy with a lot of people that don't do comedy anymore, and for me, there was no backup plan. Like, which is also a good.
I didn't have a backup plan. Well, my backup plan was working construction my whole life. But
I don't like lifting and stuff. But yeah.
Listen, I didn't like it either. That's what people don't understand. I was forced to do it.
Yeah.
Like my kids can choose not to do something they don't want to do. I could not choose to do something I didn't want to do. I was just handed a shovel, you know.
Do you still do stuff? Would you renovate? Like, if you had to build something in your house, would you do that?
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I do it all the time.
That's great, Sam.
All right, let's see. We got Tate Fletcher and Keith Jardine out there. Oh, MMA movie. Also, you must know Keith, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know Tate?
I think I'm dyslexic, but yes.
All right, so we will make some room for them. I will give you, Phil, a plug at the end of the show.
Okay.
It's good seeing you again off stage for a change.
So great to meet a dyslexic brother.
I don't know. I got to find the paperwork.